we are living in very unique circumstances right now. This is just a really crazy time, and there's so much fear, and there's so much doubt, and there's so much lack, and there's so much suffering right now. And, I find myself, tell me if you can relate, but I find myself almost feeling guilty that I am not suffering, almost feeling guilty that I am not panicked, and that I am fearful, and that I want to go about my life in some normal type of way, and I do have those moments of feeling guilt around that. But then I realize, and I want everyone else to realize this too, the only way out of suffering, the only way to help others, is to help ourselves first. Okay, so worrying about people in, I'm in Hawaii, I'm on an island, right? And there are people suffering here too, but there are people all over the world suffering. Worrying about all of those people and feeling guilty that, I'm living this more privileged life and I'm healthy and whatever, that's not helping anybody, right? The only way that I can help them is to help myself get clear on, and this is the perfect time to do this, help myself get clear on what is right for me, what is not right for me. If it's not right for me, burn it down, let it go, right? If it is right for me, step into my power and understand that the more I'm doing things that are right for me, the higher my frequency is. The higher my frequency is, the higher everyone else's frequency around me is. Okay? It's a domino effect. And when I'm raising my frequency and when other people are feeling that, I'm able to attract more abundance, like more resources, right? So rather than be like, oh, I should just shut up because so-and-so is suffering, as a business owner, I'm like, first of all, what can I do to help other people right now, right? What am I really good at? What do people really need? And how can I bridge the gap between the two? What can I do to step up right now? Secondly, when I do think of people who are suffering right now, I do feel a little bit paralyzed. What can I do, And yeah, I've donated some funds, but I wish that I could donate on a higher level. I wish that I could have an impact on those people on a much larger scale. But I can't do that if I just stop working my business, right? Because the way for me to donate more resources is for me to first generate more resources. And so right now I'm getting clear on what can I do to receive the support that I need in order to support others, right? So I'm figuring out what's really important to me. And that's what we should be doing right now. We're at home. We're stuck with our families. It's no real distractions, right? Yeah, we got Netflix and computers and stuff, but that stuff gets old. And we have to look at ourselves every day. We have to look at our loved ones every day. We have to be faced with our shadow. We have to be faced with these dynamics we have at home. We have to be faced with the reality that a lot of the things we spend our time doing don't actually really matter. And so what are the things that don't matter? What are the things that do matter? And what do we really want? Because everything is changing right now, especially if we lean into it. So if we want things to change, if we want to start fresh when we're finally able to go outside, now is the time to get clear on how we want those things to change. How do we want it to look? Who do we want to be on the other side of this? Get clear on that. Get clear on what you're actually here to do, who you're actually here to be, because the more you can step into that role, first of all, the more you inspire others to do that as well, and the more we all elevate. Secondly, the higher your frequency is, the more support you're going to attract, right? So like I said, if I want to be able to support my family, if I want to be able to support people that are in need right now, if I want to be able to, support other people, I have to have support for myself. So I need to step into my role as a leader, as a creator, as someone who has a different point of view than the common point of view right now. And I need to get out there and I need to share that. I need to help people see another way. I need to help people see that there are lessons in this. There are positives in this. There's a way for us to come out of this that is not, recession and depression and, suffering and sadness, like there are positives that can come out of this, and there are positives that we can experience right now in this moment. So how can you do that as a leader? How can you step into that role? And even if you're just a leader in your own house, I mean, right now, how we deal with these situations teaches our children a lot about resilience, teaches our children a lot about what matters and what doesn't, the way that we deal with things, the way that we decide what matters and what doesn't. We're teaching them right now, you know, by what we do. So I just want to encourage you and everyone to just take this time and get clear, you know. And if you're feeling fear, what is the fear about? Is it the unknown? Is it the loss of sense of security and stability? Like, what are the action steps that you can take? How can you be proactive to be more secure and stable no matter what's going on outside of you? You know? I'm sending so much love and so much light to all of you. I know that this is a really scary, uncertain time for some people, but we have choices. We can choose how we deal with this. And I'm choosing love, and I'm choosing to be proactive, and I'm choosing to step into my unique gifts, and I'm choosing to lead, and I'm choosing to offer people what I have that will help them. And I'm choosing to believe that I'm fully supported and that I will receive all the support that I need to support myself and my family, and also those who really need it right now. So I hope you do the same, and I would love to know if you are and what you're doing and how you're using this time, especially if you're a mom and a business owner like I am. It's just, you know, it's crazy right now. You know, and I also want to invite you to my Money Matters Masterclass. It's April 5th. You can check the link in my bio for all the information on it, but it's for the leaders who want to take this time and who want to leverage their human design and mindset and manifestation techniques to do what I said, to attract the abundance that we really need right now for ourselves and the world. Okay, so if that's you, if you want to be that kind of leader and you want to learn how to do that specifically, come to the masterclass. It's gonna be mind-blowing. Okay, I love you all.